The 1990s were a peculiar era for cinema, where filmmakers boldly experimented with offbeat narratives, surreal visuals, and bizarre characters that still linger in our collective memory. This list dives headfirst into the deep end of oddball cinema, curating 10 of the weirdest movies from the decade that you simply must experience. Whether you crave mind-bending plots or grotesquely captivating imagery, this lineup will intrigue, perplex, and entertain you. So, grab your popcorn, fasten your mental seatbelt, and prepare for a cinematic journey like no other. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more lists that push the boundaries of film exploration. Let's get started. Brace yourself for one of the most unsettling yet oddly mesmerizing experiences in film history. The movie follows the peculiar life of Bubby, a 35-year-old man who has spent his entire existence confined to a squalid room by his abusive mother. With a plot that veers from grotesque to deeply human, Bubby's journey into the outside world is a twisted odyssey filled with dark humor and poignant discoveries. Featuring disturbing themes and a unique auditory design, capturing sound exactly as Bubby experiences it, this Australian gem is a shocking and yet strangely touching. If you're ready for a movie that's unapologetically raw and experimental, Bad Boy Bubby won't disappoint. Harmony Korine's Gummo is less of a narrative and more of a fever dream, a gritty, chaotic snapshot of life in a tornado-ravaged Ohio town. This provocative pseudo-documentary eschews traditional storytelling, opting instead for fragmented vignettes of its eccentric inhabitants. From a boy bathing in filthy water while eating spaghetti to children tormenting a cat, the film revels in its unpolished, anarchic aesthetic. It's a deeply unnerving portrait of poverty, alienation, and human absurdity. Love it or hate it, Gummo is undeniably unforgettable, and its sheer audacity demands at least one viewing. Imagine Black Mirror meets 90s teenage angst, and you've got Brainscan. Starring Edward Furlong fresh off his Terminator 2 fame, this quirky horror flick follows Michael, a loner who stumbles upon a mysterious computer game that turns his darkest fantasies into reality. What begins as a thrilling escape soon spirals into a nightmarish descent, with the enigmatic trickster, a devious virtual guide, pushing Michael to the brink. Equal parts cheesy and chilling, Brainscan is a cyberpunk dream wrapped in grunge aesthetics. It's the kind of movie that screams 1994 in the best possible way. Prepare for a relentless assault of absurdity with Alex Winter's Freaked. This grotesque comedy follows a vain actor who's transformed into a carnival freak by a deranged scientist played by none other than Randy Quaid. Featuring a cavalcade of bizarre mutants, including a man-dog hybrid and a talking sock puppet, the film is a gonzo explosion of practical effects, irreverent humor, and sheer insanity. Despite its zany charm, Freaked was a box office flop upon release, but it's since gained cult status for its unbridled creativity and unapologetic weirdness. If you like your movies loud, brash, and utterly deranged, this one's for you. Arizona Dream is a surreal, off-kilter romantic dramedy that defies easy categorization. Starring Johnny Depp, Faye Dunaway, and Jerry Lewis, the film weaves a whimsical tale of an aimless young man drawn into the eccentric lives of his family members in a small Arizona town. With dream sequences involving flying fish and a love triangle that's tragic and profoundly absurd, Arizona Dream is a quirky meditation on life, love, and the pursuit of meaning. Its blend of surrealism and heartfelt emotion makes it a true standout. David Cronenberg brings William S. Burroughs' unfilmable novel to the screen in this hallucinatory masterpiece. Naked Lunch follows exterminator-turned-writer Bill Lee as he descends into a drug-induced world of talking typewriters, insectoid informants, and conspiratorial hallucinations. Cronenberg's film is as much about the creative process as it is about addiction, blending the grotesque and the cerebral with his signature flair. It's a mind-bending ride that's horrifying and fascinating. Darren Aronofsky's debut film, Pi, is a mathematical thriller that's intellectually stimulating and deeply disconcerting. Shot in stark black and white, the film chronicles the unraveling of a paranoid mathematician who believes he's discovered a numerical pattern underlying the universe. As he delves deeper, he's pursued by religious fanatics, corporate goons, and his own deteriorating psyche. With its frenetic pacing and hypnotic score, This movie is an undeniable exploration of obsession and the limits of human understanding. David Lynch's Lost Highway is a labyrinthine journey into the darkest recesses of reality. This neo-noir psychological thriller begins with a jazz musician accused of murdering his wife and spirals into an enigmatic narrative involving doppelgangers, time loops, and unexplainable occurrences. Featuring haunting performances by Bill Pullman and Patricia Arquette, as well as a chilling soundtrack, Lost Highway is quintessential Lynch. Deeply atmospheric, profoundly unsettling, and utterly inexplicable. In Spike Jonze's directorial debut, the mundane collides with the surreal. The film's bizarre premise, a portal that allows people to inhabit the mind of actor John Malkovich for 15 minutes, is the foundation for a wildly original exploration of identity, desire, and existential absurdity. With brilliant performances from John Cusack, Cameron Diaz, and Malkovich himself, this darkly comedic gem is thought-provoking and delightfully strange. Being John Malkovich is a film that could only have been made in the audacious 90s. Terry Gilliam's adaptation of Hunter S. Thompson's gonzo journalism classic is a chaotic, visually arresting odyssey through the heart of the American dream. Starring Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro as a journalist and his attorney on a drug-fueled trip to Las Vegas, the film captures the psychedelic madness of its source material with unrelenting energy. Hilarious and disturbing, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is an unfiltered plunge into excess and surrealism. And there you have it, 10 of the weirdest, wildest movies the 90s had to offer. Drop your suggestions in the comments below, and let us know which bizarre flicks deserve a spot on this list. Don't forget to check out our movie playlists for even more unconventional cinema. Hit like, comment, and subscribe to keep the weirdness alive.